Are you aware that money behaves like a well-trained animal and only obeys those who can invoke it with the right vibration? When you discover how to direct it, it doesn't just come, but expands in remarkable ways. There are invisible forces that decide how much money enters your life and how much moves away. And even working hard, you may feel something obstructing this energy. In 1925, Florence Scovel Shinn, a pioneering expert of spiritual science, discovered something revolutionary. Money doesn't answer to need, but to authority. During the Great Depression, she taught ordinary women to command their money, and many multiplied their income in the midst of the worst economic crisis in history. The first principle is the declaration of divine multiplication. Florence taught that money is a form of intelligent force that functions through specific laws. Money reacts to the vibration of authority far more than to that of need. When you engage with money as one who begs, you repel it. When you come to it as one who commands, you draw it. Money works like a well-trained soldier. If the commander wavers, the soldier doesn't act, but when the order is precise and resolute, money responds. In New York, Florence taught her students to exercise stronger direction. Each morning, facing the mirror, they would stand tall, inhale profoundly, and announce, "Divine money, I command you to multiply my life now. You flow to me from all possible directions because I am a flawless conduit of infinite abundance." The key was in the force beneath the command, which needed to resonate as an irrevocable decree. Another vital component is mending the relationship with money. Florence said that money has emotional memory and that our energy toward it makes impressions that decide whether it approaches or distances itself. If for years you've communicated with money through fear, resentment, or guilt, it's as if you've driven away an expected guest. Most people have been calling money with the voice of scarcity and shame. Before directing your money, Florence taught making peace with it. In silence, her students would say, "Dear money, forgive me for having seen you as my enemy. Today I recognize that you are divine energy desiring to flow itself through me. I respect you and embrace you into my life." This exercise was profound vibrational reset that completely changed a person's vibration. Advancing in this direction, Florence developed the divine transformation of poverty beliefs. Beliefs about money are like hidden foundations that determine how much your prosperity can grow. You can toil diligently, but if the roots are damaged, the tree will never produce abundant fruit. No one is born with poverty consciousness. We receive them from family conversations and childhood stories. Phrases like "money is dirty" or "to earn money you must suffer" install themselves in the mind as internal laws. The process commenced with silence, where Florence asked them to examine, "What belief about money have I received and still carry?" Once discovered, they would say, "This belief is not mine. I give it back. My mind turns clean and open to receive the divine truth about abundance." Then they would implant new beliefs such as, "I am an heir to infinite abundance," or "Money flows to me effortlessly." Added to this, Florence taught the distinction between desiring and demanding. Desire is born from lack. It's looking at what you want while feeling it's far away. Demand emerges from the knowledge that something already belongs to divine right. To desire is to say, "I don't have," producing more experiences of not having. To demand is to announce, "It's mine and I receive it now," activating invisible forces. In this context, another principle is to generate instead of competing. Florence insisted, "Never fight over money, create it." Competing suggests scarcity. Creating indicates infinite abundance, knowing that you can generate new opportunities. When you compete, you concentrate on what others have. When you create, you align with the infinite source, with unique original ideas. Each person has a particular talent for generating wealth that, when expressed, not only creates income, but blesses others. Likewise, Florence taught the decree of total sovereignty. It was an act of absolute control over one's own financial kingdom. The decree was, by my divine authority as heir, the creator of all abundance, I decree that my financial reality shifts now. I command that all invisible forces work to multiply my money perpetually. The secret lies in understanding that the power to transform is already within you, and upon voicing it, the universe responds to obey. Additionally, Florence taught the sacred blueprint of your abundance. The universe needs clear instructions. It was about specifying how much, how, when, and for what you would receive. Her students committed a daily moment to answer. How much money do I want? From what sources? How do I want a sense when receiving it? The more details, the easier for the universe to manifest. The design must be developed from a consciousness of shared abundance. With this in mind, the last step is to sustain prosperous consciousness. Igniting abundance is the first part. Mastery lies in preserving it. Maintaining requires daily attention, upholding the internal state that summons it. This state is composed of gratitude, certainty, and openness to receive. A key principle is to open each day with anticipatory gratitude, not only for what you already have, but for the abundance coming. When you express gratitude in advance, you give the universe a signal that you've already received. Another practice was to mentally bless all money seen circulating, preventing envy from contaminating your vibration. It's worth noting that prosperous giving was essential. It was about supporting causes that expanded abundance in the world. Giving with joy was like seeding in fertile ground. What you give flows back multiplied. The important thing is to feel that you engage with the universal flow. What you withhold out of fear stagnates. What you give with love multiplies. Another key was to guard your mind. Staying away from environments loaded with scarcity, because your consciousness is the attractor of your experience. Florence closed with a powerful reminder. You are not a casualty of economic circumstances. You are the designer of your financial reality. Money is your partner and friend. Now reassert your commitment by saying, I decree that my prosperity grows perpetually in perfect harmony. I give with joy, receive with gratitude, and maintain the infinite flow of my wealth. If these words connected, write in the comments, I decree, to confirm your commitment. Share this video with someone who needs to remember they are the creator of their reality. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell, because I will share more principles that can multiply your prosperity. Abundance doesn't come to those who hesitate, but to those who command.